How IRCC judges a relationship for spousal sponsorship application if it is a genuine relationship. So, thinking about applying for spousal sponsorship in Canada, and one of the biggest worries applicants have is how does IRCC decide if a relationship is genuine or not? In this video, I'll break down exactly what IRCC officer looks at to determine if a relationship is real. And stick around till the end, where I'll also share the biggest red flags that could lead to a refusal. So, I'm Liz Matthew, the regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Thanks for tuning in. So, before we dive in, let's understand why the assessment exists. Why the genuinity of relationship is basically looked at is that Canada's immigration system aims to reunite families, but it also needs to prevent marriages of convenience. So basically, what is marriages of convenience is they are getting into a relationship just for a purpose, whatever be the purpose of the intent of the person that's getting into that relationship or to that marriage. So that's why every sponsorship application is carefully reviewed, not just based on documents, but also on the overall credibility of the relationship. So, what are the main aspects IRCC considers in terms of relationship genuinity? Marital status. Is the marriage legally valid in the country where it took place and recognized under the Canadian law? So the relationship or the marriage has taken place, and in the country that it's taken place, is it genuine? And in Canadian law, is it genuine as well? That's being looked at. And for common law relationship, what is being looked at is 12 months of continuous cohabitation. That is very important for a common law relationship and the proof that is involved with it. And for conjugal partners, is there proof that the marriage or living together was genuinely impossible due to barriers? The shared intent and commitment is another thing that IRCC looks for. And does both partner intend to live together permanently in Canada after the application is approved? That is also being looked at by an officer. And officers look for the evidence of future plans, like what is your housing, relocation, discussion about children. These kind of things will also be looked at by an officer. And cohabitation, and what are the daily life situation for both the sponsor as well as the applicant. They will definitely look at that, like are the couple actually living together at this time, and if they live apart due to visa requirements or job or any other reasons, is there proof of visits, travel records, or plans to reunite? So, this is being looked at by the officer. And also, another aspect looked at for genuinity of relationship is financial interdependence. It's very important when you do submit a spousal sponsorship. So, do they share bank accounts, leases, or bills? Have they transferred money to support each other? Evidence of shared financial responsibility. It basically strengthens the application to a greater extent. And also, social recognition of the relationship is very much important. So, does the couple present themselves publicly as partners? Some of them are not very much active in social media. The officer does look at how each of the applicant and the sponsor recognize themselves to the public. So, officers may look at photos, weddings, or engagement ceremonies, joint events with family and friends, and even social media presence. It's being searched. IRCC officer does search the social media presence for both the applicant and the sponsor. And communication proof is very essential in proving genuinity of a relationship. If the couple is apart, as their records of regular communication like calls, chats, emails, travel plans, and consistent communication shows an ongoing bond between the sponsor and the applicant. And in some situation, children are involved between the sponsor and applicant, and birth certificates of the child, school recognition, custody, or adoption papers. These documents strengthen proof of shared life. And as discussed in the beginning of the video, let's look at some of the red flags to watch out for that IRCC looks at. And the first one is the very short courtship before marriage. You've got to know each other for a very short period of time and you get into a marriage right away, which is a red flag. And little or no ability to communicate, in the sense there are language barriers between the principal applicant and the sponsor, which is also a red flag. And another red flag noticed is the large difference in age, culture, or religion, especially if unexplained in the application. And minimal or no proof of cohabitation or shared finances. And also contradictions during an interview. In some cases, an interview is requested for the sponsor. In most cases, it's the applicant that is being invited for an interview, and the discussions that has been made in the application is very different from what is being said in the interview. So that is a red flag. So that's a very contradictory viewpoint. So that's where IRCC checks to make sure you know what is being submitted in the application and everybody's on the same page. And none of these red flags that I just mentioned, it doesn't automatically lead you to refusal, but they make officers scrutinize the application more closely. And the key to a strong spousal sponsorship application is consistency. Your documents, your stories, your photos, and your communication timelines should all align. And the clearer and more organized your evidence, the easier it is for an officer to see that your relationship is genuine. So now that you exactly know what IRCC looks for when assessing a spousal sponsorship application, if you found this video helpful, give it a like and subscribe to more Canadian immigration insights, and let me know in the comments which part of the application do you find hardest. Like, is it your finances, your communication, or proving your cohabitation period? And let us know in the comments so we'll be able to improve our videos and give exactly what you are looking for. And thanks for watching this video, and see you all in the next video.